So hi, hello, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. So today is the day 2 of as part of our SQL series. So if you did not watch day 1, please go and watch day 1 and come here because this video is the continuation of day 1. So in the day 1 we have covered all the basics, right? What is SQL, what is DBMS, what is database. So we have covered some of the important things with the help of real life examples, right? So hope you got understood about day 1. So now let's come to day 2. So today the agenda of the video is, we came to know what is database, right? So database is like, a type of container where we store the data. Now we came to know what is database, but how we can create a database. So for this is, so today the agenda of the video is we will learn how to create a database, and inside the database how we can create a table and how we can actually insert the values into the table, and also some of the important concepts we are going to know, like what is primary key, what is char, what is varchar. So we are going to learn all these things, some of the interesting things. So hope you are really very excited. Let's dive into the video. So guys, this is the interface that you'll be seeing whenever you enter the Microsoft SQL Server. So I'm not showing you how to install the Microsoft SQL Server. If it's search on Google, it can be easily installed by you only. It's a very simple process. If you have any doubts, you can watch on the YouTube videos. It is very easy to download. So in this series, we are going to query the database or create the database from Microsoft SQL Server. Fine. Now this is the interface. Now the interface is really very easy to access. Now let's see how we can actually do it. Now here you see databases, right? Now the first agenda of our video is to create a database. Now creating database in Microsoft SQL Server can be of two types. One is manually and another one is by code we can create. Now first let me show you manually. So if you click on the databases, right click here, you'll see a new database here, right? So click on it. So once you click on it, you can write the database name and you can create a database. So it is that much simple. So now I'll show you how we can actually create by writing code. So if you see here, new query, click on it. And now you'll be seeing this. Now you can just write it as create database. And here you can write the database name that you want. Okay. Now I want the database name to be employee DB. Right. Semicolon, enter. Let's select this one and press Ctrl plus E so that you'll get the result. Yes, completely successful. Now let's see the databases. Let's refresh it. And yes, you can see the database employees DB, right? So these are all the databases like Pizza DB, customer count predictor. So these are all the databases which I have used previously. So if you click on the plus icon here, so you will be seeing all these options. So I'll be telling you in the further videos about these options. But first, let's see explore tables. So this is the tables that we create. So whatever the table that we created, it will be coming here. So let us create the table. Now we have created the database, right? Now let's create a table inside the database. Now it is very easy to create the table, guys. So for that, I'll give you the syntax on the screen. You can say it. So this is the syntax, create table, and you will write the table name. Now let's follow the syntax and let's create the table. Create table and the table name, let it be employees. Employees. And then you will just open the brackets. And yes, now you will enter the columns. Now imagine a spreadsheet where you are creating an employee tables where now you will have, following columns in the particular table, like employee ID, first name, last name, age, and gender. So these are the columns that you're going to create. So those columns in the SQL are called as fields. So we are going to create the fields so that our table will get that structure. So it is very important to create that structure of the table, right? So let us create it. So EMP ID. Now we need to specify the what we say the data type. So obviously employee ID will be int, right? So let us mention that data type. Now let's keep comma, and now first name, and the first name data type will be varchar. Now let me tell you what is varchar and what is char. So if you take char and varchar, so you're able to see on the screen, right? So char is something where we can actually enter the fixed number of characters, but in the varchar we can actually enter the any number of characters we want. So the characters can be changed. So for example, let's say in the char you have mentioned 2. Now you're allowed to mention only 2. Now here in the varchar, if you mention varchar 50, you are only allowed to mention below 50. Like if you enter 30 also it will accept, and it'll if you mention 50 also it will accept, but more than 50 it will not accept. And also in the interview perspective, I'll tell the main difference between char and varchar. If you see char, the memory allocation will be different from char to varchar. So the memory location, if you see in the char, for example, you have created char in the brackets 2, right? Now in the memory allocation they will be allocated 2 bits in the memory. And if you, for example, if you entered only one character, but two memory locations are already created in the char. But if you come to varchar, if you enter 30 characters, only for the 30 characters that memory will be created. For example, you entered 5 characters only. For that 5 characters only, the memory will be allocated. So that is the main difference between char and varchar. Hope you got some understanding. And apart from char and varchar, you will have something called as nvarchar also. Now, nvarchar is something where we will use Unicode. Unicode characters will come here. But in char and varchar, we will use ASCII values. So that is the main difference between char, varchar, and nvarchar. Hope you understood. I'm I'm thinking that you understood the difference between these three. So if you did not understood, you can just comment below. Again, I'll reply you with I'll clarify your doubt. Fine. Now let's create the next one, that is last name. Varchar 50. Fine. Now let's create age. Now age is also int only, right? Int. And the next one is gender. Now gender is char, where I want to only enter one, whether M or F, whether it is male or female. So here let's keep comma, and yes. And yes, let's close it. Now we have successfully created the table. Now let's press Ctrl E. Okay, fine. There is already an object called as employees. Okay, fine. Let us check. Let us refresh and let us check employees DB and inside the tables. Okay, let's use this command called as use employee DB. Now let's create. Now let's just Control E. Yes, it is completely excellent. So don't forget to use this command, guys. So we are telling that we are in this DB, and so that in this database we are going to create a table. So let me refresh it so that you get some understanding. Inside the employees table, employees DB, and inside the tables you will see our employees table. Fine. Now we understood how to create a database, how to use the database, and how we can create a simple table inside the database. Now let's see how we can insert values. Now, inserting values is very important, right? So that is also very simple, guys. You can just, use this command called insert into. Now let's write the values. Now let's say it is 05. Let's say the ID is 05. Sorry, it is ID, right? So there is no need of entering the inverted commas, and then 05, and then it is, you can just enter your name, and then it's Roy, and then you can enter your age, it's 21, and then the gender is made. Right, fine. Now Let's have a semicolon here. Fine. Now here, insert into right values. Fine. Now it will be great. So here we should also mention the table name. So it must be able to understand in which table we are entering. So employee values. Fine. Great. That's why it's showing like that. So Control E, one row got affected. Now you want to see the output of the table, right? So for that we have one simple command, that is select hashtag from table employees. Fine. Now if you just select this statement and again press Control E, you can also use this command also, this button also execute. So yeah, if you are able to see here, all the rows got affected, right? So employee ID, first name, last name, age, gender, everything is entered. And you can use the command and you can enter how many values you want. You can simply enter. Now let's see some of the important concepts here. Now let's, here we can actually mention, beside int, we can actually mention it as primary key. Now, this is also something, primary key is something, you know, let me explain you what is primary key. Now, primary key is a unique value. Now, employee ID would be given to only one person, right? Cannot be given to another person, right? So, you can, in the real world example, you can simply imagine like Aadhaar card number. The Aadhaar card number will be only yours, right? So, no one will be actually, you know, given that unique value to the other person, right? So, it is like that. So, that is the meaning of primary key value. And then let me tell you another most important thing here. So here we can simply use one condition called as check. Now check is something like age is greater than 18. So if the age is greater than 18 only, the value will be entered by the user. If the age is below 18, it is not allowed. So that is the use of this check value. So hope you understood, right? And there are some important concepts like not null. No, not null means it is also very simple where you will only you're not allowed to enter any zero, like that kind of things. So these are some of the important concepts what we have in the the SQL. So hope you got understood about this day too. Like to revise what we have discussed, we have simply created a database and we have used the database and we have created a table and then we have inserted the values and we have seen the employees table, right? So this is about day two, guys. So this is this much simple. It is really very simple, to understand. So yeah, this is about day two. So guys, hope you understood very well about the day 2 of SQL series. So if you have any doubts, you can just comment below. I love to hear the doubts and shoot your questions in the comment box. Definitely I'll try to reply to every comment, and thank you for watching the video till the end.